Hi Aries, welcome back. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else if it doesn't resonate with you. Aries, you're coming into this reading as a Hierophant, so I feel like you're the kind of person who you follow the rules. You might be a traditional person too, like, you follow traditions. You might be very religious as well. And in my third eye, I'm seeing Catholic, so you might be a Catholic. No? Okay. But you don't have to be Catholic, guys. Remember, just take what resonates. Now, there might be something about being Catholic, or maybe you live near a Catholic church. Okay? Maybe something about being Catholic or Catholic church is very significant here. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Okay. Looks like there's something here that you don't want to give up. Something here is like maybe has caused you to struggle quite a bit, but yet even though you have struggled, it's like you've gone so far and you just like you can't give up. You can't give up. You're not ready to give up. Now, you might feel overwhelmed about something. It could be about a past situation, or it could be because of past struggles, and these past struggles have affected you. It could be that maybe you have made some mistakes. Maybe you made some serious mistakes and you paid dearly for those mistakes. There's something here that you refuse to give up. And one of the things I see here could be faith. Your faith that you're going to get somewhere. The faith that you're going to achieve what it is that you have set out to achieve. I feel like you have burned yourself out. You might have felt like you are just burned out. You just keep going, 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 but you're just not getting anywhere or not getting where it is that you want to be. But you will. That's the point. You will. You will get out. And how do I know? Because we got this. It came out. So right now, maybe when you and this might be just for one of you or a couple of you, when you speak with people, you might feel very misunderstood. And I do feel like there's a level of frustration that's building up because of the hardships you've gone through, the things that you're going through today. So it's the past and the present all coming together. It's like a straight line. And so when you speak to people, you might feel like, people don't understand you, or you might feel like there's some kind of misunderstanding. You might have it in your head that, if you say too much, or if you get too close to people, they're going to end up hurting you. They're going to end up, depleting your energy or stabbing you in the back or something like that. Or this could be a past situation where you've had these thoughts. Like every time you get around people, you start getting close to somebody, you start getting close to something. It could be a person, it could be a goal, it could be even a location, right? But like every time you get close to somebody or get closer to somebody, it's like it's never ending story. You just have those thoughts that keep running through your mind, and it's like, is this person going to be the one that's going to hurt me the worst? Is this person going to hurt me worse? Like, you're expecting worse because in the past you've had worse. You felt worse. Like, you've been through the ringer, right? Like, you've had people chew you up and spit you out, and you've had to, like, rebuild yourself and work so hard to get there. So when you get around people, these ideas keep coming into your head, right? And you might even feel misunderstood by people, like, when you're trying to explain things to people, they're just not getting you. They're just not understanding where you're coming from. They just don't understand your vision. They don't understand where it is that you want to go in life. I do see here that you have some regrets, Aries. You know, maybe there's things in the past that you look back now and you're realizing, oh, you know, I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have had it all. You know, you're gonna succeed. You're gonna succeed. You might be asking yourself, how do I know that? Well, I know that because I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune here. You know, good karma is here. You have good karma in your future here. And why? It's because I'm hearing it's because you have such a deep, your faith is so deep. You you lean on your faith. Like it's not a crutch. No. I don't want to say it's a crutch because it's not. It's more of something that holds you up. You know, when we say crutch, it makes it feel like it's something that's holding you down, holding you back, right? A crutch, right? Not in this situation. In this situation, this is like one of those sticks that people, yeah, it's a crutch. A crutch that is actually holding you up is your faith. Okay. Yes. And you're going to get to where you want to be. You're going to get to where you want to go in life. But you do need to go ahead and take some breaks here before you hit this wall, right? You need to go ahead and take some breaks here. You've been through hell, and now it's time to go ahead and learn to relax. Wow. This like hardly ever happens where we have the Empress and the Emperor in the same reading. Soulmates. The highest soulmates. Aries, you're about to be crowned. Yes, you're about to be crowned. Tell me more. You're about to be crowned. Excuse my dog. Okay, tell me more about that. Hmm. You might feel like you were unappreciated, possibly in the past. You might have lost a home, or you feel like you don't have family support here. There seems to be an inability to move on from a difficult situation here. There's also like something that you're dragging around with you. I don't know why in my mind I'm seeing Santa Claus dragging a whole bag of presents, right? It must have something to do with this, but that's what I'm seeing. Santa Claus dragging these presents. You're dragging something around with you that's slowing you down. But I'm seeing in my third eye Santa Claus dragging presents. So whatever this is that you're dragging around with you, Aries, I just want you to know it's not what you think. Does that make any sense? Like you're dragging something around with you, possibly family problems, disharmony in the family, lack of family support. Maybe you lost your home here. You were possibly stuck in a very terrible relationship here where, like, okay, so in other words, it caused you a lot of delays, right? Maybe you had some projects here that you wanted to, you wanted to succeed in, you wanted to do something here. Maybe you had some projects here that you wanted to be able to celebrate with. That's what I'm hearing. But you ended up having to postpone something, and it could have been because of somebody here who had very bad intentions. So you had somebody in your home here that had very bad intentions, I'm getting. So you were living with somebody who had bad intentions toward you. That's part of the baggage that you're carrying around with you here. But in my third eye, I'm seeing Santa Claus carrying gifts. So I don't understand why that's coming in my mind here. Let me see. Why is Santa Claus carrying the gifts coming into this reading? It's like you are, I'm getting like this is something like you are, you experience these experiences and you're dragging them around with you and you see them as a very negative thing. And they're negative things, but they're actually a gift to you. It was actually a gift. Like you going to this experience was a gift. You have your prince or your king, your queen is like right around the corner. Your true one is around the corner. Your soulmate is around the corner. You know, that's what I'm getting. Let me see. Yes. So somebody was causing they were trying to keep you from getting something that you wanted here. Somebody was trying to keep you from getting what you wanted. Somebody was causing chaos. Hmm. Somebody's somebody is between you and this person. It could be a Sagittarius, Aquarius, somebody who has Aquarius or Sagittarius. Somebody's in between you and this person. And I want you to know this is definitely your soulmate. This is your counterpart. This is your other half. We have the Emperor and the Empress. And then we have all this in the middle. You know, so it's like somebody around you is in the middle. And it's somebody that has caused you all this pain. But see, I'm trying. Why am I seeing Santa Claus spirit? What is that about? Why am I seeing Santa Claus? I'm just seeing if I can get some more information about that. Hmm. I feel like you went through this for a reason, but this person is still around you. So you still okay, like so you still have this going on at the same time, right? So you still have this going on, but you're like holding on to your faith here. Let me see. Hmm. So it was for your best. It was for your best. Like it was horrible what somebody did to you, but it was for your best here because now you need to do this. This is you making a very conscious decision, moving away from conflict. I think this person that was around you caused a lot of conflict. So even when you try to focus, even when you tried your best to move ahead, study, you know, any kind of improvement in your life, like every time you did that, every time you went through that, this person always had bad intentions. You were stuck or you were married. You might have been married to I'm sorry, I'm holding the cards. You might have been married to this person. And this person was supposed to be in your corner and they weren't. That's what I'm hearing. Like this person was never in your corner and you're wondering like why did you go to this? Why was it so, why would this happen to you? Well, first of all, I don't know what this person's personal problem was, okay? But what I'm hearing here is like now it's time you were able to move away from that conflict. So I know that things got really, really bad before you left the house, before you left that apartment, right? Like things got really bad before you went that far where you didn't have a choice. Like you had to go, right? You had to go to this. You had to because this person was treating you unfairly. You would never heal around this person. You can't heal where if you're staying in a place where you keep getting injured. You can't heal. You got to distance yourself from them, right? So things had to get so bad that it would force you to have to leave. You know, maybe you or they caused it, or you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you were reactive to that person because there is such a thing of being reactive, right? So it had to escalate till it got so bad because see now you're going to be able to have this. You see what I'm saying? Now you're going to be able to have a very mature energy around you. Now you can have a mature relationship with somebody. Also healing, right? Because you can't heal where you are if you're being injured. It's like a person trying to heal who lives in a war zone, they're not going to be able to heal because they're still there. It's just going to continue on and on and on, right? This is why I say sometimes bad things happen to us and there's a reason. It's usually for our own good, right? That's what I'm hearing here. Something here is about to happen here. It's you walking away, realizing that that person wasn't worth it anymore. Now, the problem is this person is keeping you from your partner, okay? From your true one. That's what I'm hearing, your true one. Well, you know what I'm getting? This is like a crutch, right? And when you, okay, follow my thinking here. A crutch is something that helps you heal. It's something that helps you move around, become more mobile, right? It's like you're carrying this around with you, Aries, because it's helping you move. It's helping you in a weird way. Okay, so let's go back to this. Who you are in this reading, you're the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is a mother figure. She's the divine feminine. She is very abundant. You know, she can be very resourceful. She can be very independent. Let me think. Like she could be very nurturing, right? Somebody who people can turn to for like comfort, right? She can also be somebody who is very creative. You know, she could also be somebody who is very abundant, like has abundance. You know, a very creative person, maybe enjoys drawing, enjoys art, enjoys music, possibly, right? She's somebody who is very encouraging to other people. You know, she's very big on self care. She probably likes to walk out like walk outside, walk, you know, take nature walks, be out in nature. She's somebody who takes care of her mind, her spirit, her her faith and the people that she loves around her, right? Hmm. She's also a very sensual person. And she's also somebody who enjoys living in luxury. So I feel very strongly that this is yours. This is your crutch. You're the one that has the crutch here that's keeping you from your emperor. See, a crutch, when you think about it, a crutch is something that aids you. So apparently, this is something that is aiding you. It's kind of like you know, it's like you're carrying it around. I guess it's like in my third eye, I'm seeing Santa Claus carrying these gifts, right? And then if you think about it, gifts can be very heavy. So Santa Claus must be like a really strong person to be able to carry that around. And I'm seeing a crutch. And I know when we say a crutch, we think of something really bad, but it's actually something that's making you strong. So it's like this past experience has actually created you and made you into a very strong person, a very independent person. Because the Empress. I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me, Frankie. Go sit down. Sorry, guys. So if you think about it, like the Empress, she's a very strong person, very independent person. She's beautiful, she's beautiful from the inside and out. She's also somebody who can be very positive, somebody who's very big on personal growth and self-improvement, right? That's you, Aries. But you have this, and this is what is making you a strong person. I know people get confused when I say that, like bad things happen for a reason. That's what it is. It has made you who you are. You are the divine feminine because of the experiences that you're carrying. But it seems to be that this is something that is keeping you from your emperor, but at the same time, it's weird because it has made you who you are. You see what I'm saying? It has actually made you who you are. So you might enjoy drawing and painting because of the experiences that you had. It's therapeutic because you are the kind of person that needs to heal and you need to heal other people, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. See, and then your counterpart here, the the divine masculine here. He is somebody who needs to be in control, right? You're independent, yes, but he's somebody that needs to be in control over a situation. He needs to be in charge of a situation. He has to be the one that's going to set the rules. I'm trying to understand the connection here. I hope I'm making sense, guys. I'm thinking out loud so you can follow my thinking, and I'm hoping I'm making it clear of what I'm trying to say and what I'm seeing in my third eye. Um, this is also somebody who's very disciplined, somebody who is a hard worker because the Emperor is a very hard worker. He could be an Aries, but you're definitely coming out as the Empress. So you might have Libra in your chart, but you don't have to. Okay, just so you know. And he doesn't have to be an Aries either, but he could. He's also somebody who is very disciplined. It's kind of like this in the middle is there to prepare you for this meeting, but it's like it's a heaviness that you're carrying around with you that's actually making you stronger and stronger and making you work harder. That's what I'm getting. Like Santa Claus dragging the presents, right? It's a job that needs to be done, but it's actually making him stronger because it's heavy, right? What do you see? You see people who are working out. You know, what do? They tie these big huge tires around their waist and then they drag it and they try to run, right? It's like that. It's like this experience is actually preparing you for your counterpart. But once y'all get together, I want to tell you something. Y'all are going to be a powerhouse together. He's going to be the leader. Or she, it could be a she, right? But she's definitely going to be the leader. But you have to be willing to follow, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. But you have to be willing to follow. And the thing is that you need to also be willing to stand up to him. I know you're like, wait a minute, he's supposed to be the boss. Yes. But it's a team here, okay? You have to be strong enough. That's why you're carrying this around to be able to stand up against him when something is important, right? I hope you're following me. uh, I hope you're following me. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. So this is actually like a present. All this crap. So I don't know if you want to like you might want to go to this person that has done this to you and maybe thank them because it's crazy because all the hell that they put you through actually has prepared you for being the Empress. You see what I'm saying? So basically, you have regrets here that has happened to you that really you shouldn't have. You shouldn't regret these experiences that you had because they've made you stronger and better and faster and more creative and it has made you to work harder to be who you are. Okay? I hope I'm explaining that. uh but anyways, let's keep going. The two of you are going to be very focused, okay? Very focused. The two of you are going to meet. If you haven't met yet, you're going to meet. You're building the skills. Like this experience that you went through, it's building you the skills to be with this person. You understand? You're going to be happy. I just want you to know you're going to be very happy. See, because right here, this is all about skill development. You're going to be happy. You're going to be prepared for this. But see, the skill development has to be there has to be a balance here. So it's not, it's not all about taking responsibilities, right? It's not all about you doing everything by yourself. And I think that's what the biggest lesson here for you to learn is that trying to do everything by yourself is something that's going to end up burning you out. Okay? Yes, this issue that you went through, the experiences that you had, yes, it has been very difficult, but it's also, see, are you following me? It's also something that is making you a master in something. Okay? And part of that mastery is knowing what you need to carry with you and what you don't need anymore, right? There's a level of healing that is needing to be done. And now is the time, like Santa Claus on Christmas, he gives out the presents, and what happens, his bag is light and he's free, right? So that's what I'm getting for you. Like those presents that have made you who you are, it's time to go ahead and let them go. Maybe like pass out responsibilities to other people in your family or whoever it is, right? This way you can start making these big decisions, right? And not just that, but I feel very strongly that this is Judgment Day. See, is there it this did not happen by accident. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and then right below it, you have the mastery of the Eight of Coins, right? Letting go of responsibilities or things that have been holding you down, right? And then you have the Judgment, which is Judgment Day. I feel very strongly that when the two of you get together, it's going to be Judgment Day. In other words, when you tell this person everything that you've been through, this person is going to make a decision. This person is going to have or be some kind of authoritative figure, not just in your life, but I think this is somebody who is a mover. They're the kind of person that's going to make things happen. So whatever this person has done to you, I'm hearing like this person, this new person, your divine masculine or feminine that's coming around the corner is going to be the person that's going to just, because we all want Judgment Day. I mean, let's just be real, right? We all want Judgment Day. The only people that don't want Judgment Day is the people who are evil and who are out there deliberately going around hurting people for no reason. Those are the people who are afraid when they hear Judgment Day, right? People who are innocent, people who have goodwill, who have a good heart, who wish well for other people, we're not afraid of Judgment Day. The whole word of Judgment Day does not scare us because the truth is the truth, right? I feel very strongly that when you and your counterpart here come together, your soulmate, your other half, right? That it's going to be a very, I want to say a magical moment. It's going to definitely be a very powerful moment, a very spiritual moment. You're going to go through a rebirth. Maybe possibly both of you, but I do feel very strongly, Aries, you're going to go through some kind of rebirth when you get around this person. There's going to be a higher calling. You're going to feel a higher calling because you and this person are meant to meet. Y'all are meant to go through something together, and y'all are meant to accomplish something together. Definitely. You're going to feel an inner calling when you meet this person. You're going to also feel renewal, like a baptism. Maybe that's why I'm getting there's a very religious feel in this meeting between you and this person. I also feel like when y'all meet and this person finds out what's going on and what's happened to you here, there's going to be a decision here. Like this person is going to make a final decision on something here. And I feel like it has something to do with that person. That person might end up finding themselves in jail or getting themselves locked up. So whoever did this to you, who has caused all these problems for you, could actually end up finding themselves in jail. When you meet this person, you're going to find your true path. And you and this person will go through this true path together. Remember, I was saying I'm getting this Catholic feel in this reading. You know, maybe you or this person might be Catholic. Um, what's interesting is we have the Archangel Michael coming out in this reading, and it's like a spiritual wake up call that you're gonna go to here, and finding your true power, and your not just your true power, but your higher purpose. This is also a figure of like resurrecting. So maybe a part of you has been lost because of this experience that you've gone through, and then you're gonna have this energy of some kind of form of resurrection. And you know what I'm getting? I'm feeling Christmas. Remember my third eye? I was seeing Santa Claus, which is interesting. Hmm. Okay, so let me think. I'm seeing Christmas, and then I'm seeing a resurrection here of you, Aries. So, and this is your opposite counterpart. So this could be something that's going to happen during Easter, because that's what I'm thinking. In next April. So by your birthday. So right now we are in February, March, April. This is going to be something you're going to meet this person in February. I'm sorry, in April. Okay. Or you can meet them now, but this is not going to happen until April. Okay. That's how I'm seeing it. Huh. I'm also seeing something. Yes, you might. Okay, so you might actually be getting baptized. So if you're not Catholic, you might end up converting to be Catholic, or vice versa, right? Because I'm seeing, I'm seeing something here about somebody like being baptized. Something about the water here, right? The water, but the like a horn being called, but then also I'm seeing water here, like a cleansing. It's making me feel like somebody's gonna get baptized here. So, okay, you're meant to be baptized, or maybe you're not Catholic now, but you will be in the future, or this person will be. Somebody will be Catholic. Let me find out more about this right here, the Four of Swords. I said it, didn't I? Okay. This was a very challenging reading, guys. Sometimes they're easy, and then sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're deep. Sometimes they're, like very deep. And this is one of them. It was deep. It was deep, and it was like, let me just keep going. Um, yeah, this person's going to jail. They're also going to try to lie. So whoever did this is going to jail because they lied. They stole something. They cheated. They did something here. Look at that. They definitely did something. Something's going to be written up. I do feel like you're going to be telling the truth here. You're the truth speaker here. Okay? And this person appeared to be what? They thought that they were some kind of player or something. They were playing around, playing games, being sneaky, lying, cheating, right? Because we also have the Ace of Swords coming out in reverse. So definitely somebody who's lying, cheating, um, turning things around. I'm hearing not just turning things around, but not exactly being very truthful or direct when they speak, or purposely being there's a word I'm looking for, like purposely being deceptive, right? And then you look here, you the veil got taken off your eyes, right? So you're gonna go in and speak some kind of truth, but it's funny how you're coming into this reading where you're gonna speak the truth because you're coming in as a younger person. Page of Swords. So it's like when you do that, when you speak up, you're gonna be speaking. So you must have been, when you were with this person over here, you must have gotten with this person over here, possibly in your late teens, early 20s, when you got together with this person. So when you speak, it's like your younger self is going to be speaking and talking about the experiences that you went through with this person. I did another reading that was similar to this. I don't know. I don't remember when it was, but I know there was another reading that was very similar to this. I think I did it like a couple of years ago, where somebody was being abused, but they were being abused by a parent. And then when they went up to speak to the judge or to speak up for themselves, they were a child again. I don't feel like you're a child here per se. Like, I don't think you're like a very young child, like 10 years old or something like that. No, but you are going to be young. And it's funny how when we experience things and then we relive those things, like the way that you're going to have to relive them when you speak up, it's as though we we go back to that age that we were when something happened, right? That's what you're going to end up doing here. So it's like your younger self is going to be there to stand up. So it's like your younger self never had that chance to speak up, or they just never had a chance to be heard. So I feel like this is part of why this is going to be a very spiritual experience for you, because you're finally going to be heard. And I think when you were with this person over here, this person was always creating chaos, so you were never heard. So it was like you would complain and it would go in one ear and out the other. You never had that healing. So that's why you're still carrying this around. But once you meet this person, you're not going to carry it around anymore, because you're going to be able to let it out. Right? That younger Aries in you is going to let it out. Yeah, that's what I have for you. This is going to be a very significant change in your life, guys. Catch me in the next reading. I'm not going to do another reading, but I do want to tell y'all a story that's very interesting. I just remembered it, about the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, and I just thought I'd share it with y'all. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and let this reading go, and I think I'll make another video if y'all want to hear one of my stories. You can come there and hear it. And I think I'm gonna post that one after this. I'm gonna tell y'all the story about the Empress and the Emperor that I found to be very interesting. Anyways, catch me in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Congratulations. Your world is about to be very much righted here in a very powerful way. And you're gonna be very happy here, Aries, just so you know. Alright, Aries, catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye bye, guys.